The Pulitzer Prize Board will not rescind 2018 awards to the Washington Post and New York Times for their reporting on collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia during the 2016 presidential election, despite a months-long campaign from former President Trump to do just that. Trump now says the honorable thing for the outlets to do is to hand back the prizes willingly, telling Fox News Digital, quote, "The only way the New York Times and the Washington Post should get a possible Pulitzer Prize would be in a new category: disinformation, for helping to perpetrate a false story created and peddled by crooked Hillary Clinton, the DNC, and certain lowlife Democrats." Well, MediaBuzz host Howard Kurtz joins us now. Quite a mouthful there. Howie, I don't know that we ever expected the Pulitzer folks were ever going to seriously consider this, but they say they actually did carry out a couple of investigations.
Yeah, well, let me start with the overall picture, which is what the news business did with endlessly hyping and promoting this Trump investigation. It was endless. It was constant. It was deafening. You couldn't escape it. Was absolute media malpractice. Breathlessly exaggerating every little tiny detail, for example, constantly predicting that Trump was about to be indicted. There are echoes of that today, by the way. And then it became he's going to go to jail any minute now. Just you watch. That was unconscionable. It just was really bad. And Trump then branded Russiagate as a witch hunt, and of course played this card of saying the papers should have to return those prizes. But the challenge facing the Pulitzer board was very different, Shannon.
Yeah, and this is what the board says. They had this process, these two investigations. It says the separate reviews converged in their conclusions that no passages or headlines, contentions or assertions in any of the winning submissions were discredited by facts that emerged subsequent to the conferral of the prizes. A fancy way of saying we're not taking it back.
Right. But the board, the only way the board would rescind those prizes would be if they could find factually inaccurate statements. But they took Trump seriously. They ordered a separate probe for each paper and didn't find anything that was factually wrong. Now, keep in mind that Robert Mueller, as special counsel during that investigation, indicted 34 people and 3 companies. He found that Russia had absolutely tried to influence the campaign for Trump's behalf, even though no finding of collusion with the former president's campaign. And the Mueller probe also found that the Russia folks, through various intermediaries, hacked into and then leaked confidential DNC documents in an effort to damage Hillary's campaign. All that had to be covered.
It did. As you said, though, there was some of what we were told by the media, by other people who gave quotes to the media as if there are these bombshells coming. Trust me, I've seen it. That was peddled for a long time. Much of what the president had pushed back against never panned out to be anything valid. I don't know that President Trump's supporters make their decisions about anything based on what the Pulitzer committee does. But it looks like this is one where they're just going to have to agree to disagree.
Well, look, I don't think Trump really ever expected. It's more of a kind of a finger in the eye thing that the prizes would be returned, and it got him some headlines. But that's a separate question from the absolute anti-Trump orgy of speculation and hype, and he's going to be indicted and he's going to go to jail, that marked the larger media coverage of this whole thing. It was a huge embarrassment for the media, and it will go down in the history books. Russia, Russia, Russia.
Well, quickly, do you think that we'll hear anything from the Washington Post or New York Post, or excuse me, New York Times saying we're vindicated?
I don't know if we will or not. In today's social media age, they probably have to say something, or they might be perceived as just sticking it to Trump once again. But there really is echoes of what's happening now with January 6th.
Yeah. Okay. Howie, we know you were on it. If something develops, you'll let us know. Always great to see you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Shannon.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.